You have any experience? Okay. At Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital for patients that are 10 years old or younger, we're going to use these. That's common to see there. If you go to a larger hospital, they're probably going to have smart pumps that are set up to control very carefully what's administered to pediatrics. But again, some of your smaller hospitals don't have those things yet, and you'll still see this. So I'm going to explain this to you just a little bit, and then I'm going to have one person out of the group come and prime a line. So that's essentially what this demonstration is about. With Peds, you're going to see either a 500 bag or a 250 bag. You never pull a 1,000 bag for Peds. We always want to be very careful to not overload them. When you get this tubing unpackaged and everything, we're going to see a little drip chamber. The drip factor on this one is 60. It's going to come out very, very slow. It takes a long time to prime these lines. Again, it's just another safety mechanism to keep your kids from getting overloaded. Let's see. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and open this up and talk to you about how it looks. There's lots of instructions on the front of the bag. It gives you some really in-depth details about the mechanism of action. There's a special air flow air lock that's on the top of this, and that just helps the fluid to pull down into the chamber really easy. So the first thing you want to do is you open it up. All this paper ripped off. You want to make sure that you have all of your clamps closed. So this is actually what you're going to spike your bag with. If you'll notice, this clamp, typically when you take it out of the package, it tends to roll down to be at the edge of the spike. You want to make sure you move it off of that way you can close it completely, because if you try to close it up here, it won't be closed and it'll flood everything. So we've got that. We're going to close this one off. The rest of the tubing is going to be very similar to other IV lines. You've got a couple of ports here. So when you prime those, you want to make sure to turn them upside down. The whole idea is the same. You want to clear the air out of the tubing. The main purpose of this chamber right here becomes your fluid bag. So you're draining about 40 mLs of fluid into here, and then you're closing it off. You'll still have your bag hanging if you need to get some extra for later, but this is the safety mechanism that prevents fluid overload. So you hold your reservoir of fluid right here. After you get about 40 in here, then you can gently squeeze this. It's very, very soft, so you don't have to milk it. Just gently squeeze. It'll start dripping in, and then you just prime the line like any other time. All right, who wants to try it? I will. All right, come on up. So this one has already been stuck in once. Go right here. There's a trash can here. About 40 in there. And again, depending on the facility that you work at, they may tell you to put a different amount in there. Always check your facility's policy. There's also a little port on the top of here. You'll insert medications into that. It can mix.
Oh, you could have used my baby. I've been done with it. You didn't say anything.
And then you can open it up. It'll start dripping. And the thing about this, it takes a long time to prime these lines. So it may be time to switch before you do. But that essentially is this station. Some of you may never see these, but in case you run into them now, you'll know exactly what